Okay, here we are. Episode 6, Basic Homes. There's a couple different strategy for home building. Your first home is actually going to be just something that's going to be dug into the wall. I would recommend something that is facing east so you can see when it comes out today, but this environment here just doesn't work out quite so well. So for this area, I would probably... I'd probably do something like in here. Now, if you notice, I'm using some diamond tools because I did a quick cheat. My focus really on this is actually to get you up and running fairly quickly. And so I'm cheating a little bit here. Something I want to mention about doors. When you're on the outside, see it takes up the whole block? Wherever you face it will be the outside. Now, something else important with doors. You can chop them down. Helps if you use the door. There we go. Now, this is good for also iron doors too. If you destroy the block underneath it, the door goes away. So usually we like to put cobblestone and a light so we can find it later on. And this gives us the basic area of a little home. This is pretty much what we would start off in a regular tutorial game, which I'm going to do at some point. And it's just enough to keep ickies out. If you want to be a little more fancy about it, you can take some fencing. Put some fencing around here with a gate. That'll keep the zombies from banging on your door. However, notice the top area here. Zombies, skeletons, spiders, everything is just going to come over the top of the hill and drop down. So for what you need to do right now, that's great. Let me move over to something that I usually like to do. This is in the course of exploring the land itself. This is a natural forming something. I don't know what to call it. Extreme hills is the term. And I like the area here. I kind of wish I had some cows, which were actually back in the tundra. I like the plains a little bit better. Things grow a little more. I got the tundra there, which can be anything from wolves to sparse trees to what have you. I've got my water. I've got some sand, which will be useful for glass. I've got a nice little... Ooh. That actually looks a little more interesting. Now, also be very mindful of this, is that's... these areas that are dark is where the spawn's going to come from, the hostiles. Ooh. I'm beginning to like this world. There's some neat stuff in Minecraft. And we even have a door to the other side. Okay, I got myself a new home. Ooh. That's a bit of a drop. All right. First things first, want to get some light up here, partially so we can see what's going on. I'm just going to throw some dirt in here right now. Nothing can get through this area here. It's a 1 block by 1 block. There are technically cave spiders, but that's when you start engineering. We're not going to worry about that right now. If you notice, I also filled up on torches as well. And we got some coal up there. Very nice. I'm just going to throw some light in here. All right. What I can do at a later point in time, notice how much it lights up. Oh, this is perfect. And have some coal too. All right, this is gravel. This is the stuff that falls down. It's probably a cave nearby. So one of the strategies then is to find an opening like this and to fill it in. This is obviously dependent upon how much. Trying to figure out where I want to put my tool. It really depends on how much material you have. Material can be acquired. It just takes a little bit of time and determination. Gonna make some stairs here. Hold down the shift. Right click. This just makes it a little bit easier. And this is where part of design comes in as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you several different... see, this didn't work out so well. I guess this will work. This lag is really killing me right now. I've got a lot of stuff going. I've got the sound recorder going. I've got... crying out loud. I've got Camtasia running in the background. I got my web browser going. There are some disadvantages to this. Oh, this I want to fix. There we go. Glass is made from sand. What you do is you dig up a bunch of sand and then you put it into a furnace. And that gives us it's called an opaque block, meaning mobs cannot see through this. Usually, creepers can track you, but they won't necessarily detonate. Well, that gives us visibility and security. Now, you can also make panes, which is 4 glass blocks. I don't like the look of them because it destroys the visual optics a little bit. This area up here, although it's inconvenient because it's a little high, we also have some issues with mobs spawning in this area. We'd have a lot more work to do to turn this into a viable homestead, but certainly doable. I do like a lot of the concept so far. You notice the light that's emanating here. That means those plants will continue to grow. That's my other choice for the house. That was originally what I was going to show you until I found this one. And it's something I would probably seal off in sections. Again, depending upon the resources. Notice how much the light is showing up here. The torches are incredibly important. And something you always need to have around. What we would do from here in this case is we would probably... I'd want to fill it in with some block. I'd start to take out the coal. I take out this gravel, which would be the flint inside, and just kind of start squaring it up. Very seriously consider taking out all the dirt here and putting in the cobblestone flooring. It's actually not that difficult, and you do need dirt now and then. There's a thunderstorm going. As you notice, we're actually dry. The whole wet dry thing really does not impact us as characters. One thing that does impact characters, however, with the rain, is that a number of hostiles will come out even during the day. So this is an option. This is one of the options that you have, is to build from a natural environment. Cheats turned on. This allows me to work a little bit more effectively. Okay, it's still loading stuff, which is partly why my frame rate is only 30 frames. Slow. Okay, let me show you another style of building, which is actually very useful. I use this style when I'm going out exploring and not too sure where I'm going or when I'm coming back per se. So this impacts me for stuff like desert work, for example. If I'm going to go off on a day's journey for desert work and I'm not really established in regards to weapons and armor. Hello, pig. In weapons and armor, I'm going to give myself a pack of food, a bunch of cobble, some glass, a door, and usually a bed. Beds are very important. We'll discuss this. That's your respawn point. More importantly, in regards to beds, when you sleep in that bed overnight, there's fewer spawns happening during the night. What happens is only during at nighttime do hostiles spawn. By changing the time, you remove their environment, so you don't have as many bad guys running around. Makes life a lot easier during the day. As you become established, it's not a big deal. I've got a friend that runs around at night just beating up bad guys all the time because that's what he does. Not a big deal once you become established. That's your diamond sword, that's your enchanted armor, and all that stuff. Okay, I'm running short on time here, so let me hustle and build a simple house. Good enough. You can also left click and use pretty much anything you want to dig through. Now, notice I put the corner piece in. This gives me visibility throughout my range here. Your mileage may vary depending upon how big you want this, and also what kind of resources you have. Glass, I highly recommend. We're going to go... We're going to go 3 high. The reason I'm holding down shift now so I don't fall off. The reason for 3 high is I know I'm going to get a little claustrophobic with just a 2 height. It works, but always drives me nuts. The disadvantage is that Endermen, those are the black little 3-legged dude guy thingies, they're 3 height unit. So they can actually sneak in there. As long as that color changes, you can see how a block is highlighted. You can actually get to it. Pop some light inside. There we go. A nice, happy little house. In time, we could always take these blocks out if we had the resources. Right now, at this point, we can kind of look outside, see what we have outside running around, so we know when we step outside during the daytime, we're not going to get completely whacked. I have a little bit of headroom. Obviously, expansion capabilities. We could always throw in some stairs and put a second story on this. We can go down, which is usually recommended. It's a lot easier to just simply go down, but it depends on your style. And this is a basic block house, nothing special. It does take some cobble, but it's workable and it's portable. If you just need something in the pinch, just go with the 3 units high, meaning your character's 2 units high, and that would be the roof. It's just a flat roof. You can obviously put stairs and so forth and decorate it, make it a little better. Your choice. Initially, you just need to have a safe place to hang out, to put your bed in. All right. And not get eaten by the zombies. Having the fence, as I mentioned, around let's see where we get this. Having the fence outside your doorway will slow down the. Yeah, see, this is the problem with lag. You end up not hitting. Stupid. All right. That's what happens when you have too much stuff running in the background. This is kind of an impromptu problem-solving exercise I give myself sometimes, and this is one of the reasons why I actually enjoy working with natural environments. This is my preferred style. Everybody's obviously different, and it takes a lot of resources up front, but now I also have a nice established here we are. Pop in some more cobble. Door. And there we have it. I would actually probably clean this up a little bit here. Give myself a little bit better access to my farms. Probably eventually start clearing that out a little bit, put in some stairs. Put an extra torch there so I know where I am. But something very important too. Notice all this wonderful... let me fix that. This darkness here means I'm going to have bad guys spawn up here, which is not really what I want. But I have great expansion capabilities here. I can easily go into here to get to my side door. I can put another roof on when I get more resources. And here you have it, another little hidey home here, which just takes a little bit of work. And from here, you start expanding and building from there. So you see how quickly it is to develop a house and get yourself a little bit of dry room and some place to start storing your stuff. All right, we'll see you in the next episode.